1. Thank you so much to the members of the media fraternity for coming for our media release this morning. From as far back as I can remember, every Easter and Christmas, my parents would always ensure that we went to Shago. Back then, I wasn't the greatest fan of it. I used to wonder why I had to stay away from my friends during the holidays, but it gave me unexpected exposure to farming. Fast forward 27 years later, during the COVID pandemic, with some additional time on my hands, I decided to spend some more time on our family farm, and that is when I met and fell in love with beekeeping. We had a few beehives, but from then till now, I have managed to grow my own beekeeping business to almost 1,000 beehives in 3 counties. I guess Proverbs 22 verse 6 is right. Train up a child in the way he should go, and even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Beekeeping led me to understanding what pollination really means and its importance, and this led me to expanding my knowledge on various aspects of agriculture. I did not want to keep this exciting and thrilling information to myself and my newfound passion, and that is why in late 2022, Smach's Foundation was born. Smach's Foundation is very dear to my heart. It's my firstborn, and as old as my journey of being a youth champion, which is 2 years now. What do we know about firstborns? They are strong, independent-minded, natural leaders, and visionary. Our vision in Smach's Foundation is youth-led climate-smart agricultural renaissance. Renaissance because we are leading the revolution and rebirth in the agriculture sector, shifting the age of the African average farmer from 60 to 16. Our mission is to equip young people to lead in climate-smart agriculture through sustainable farming practices, advocacy, and collaboration with non-profits, private sectors, and governments. How are we doing this? We champion young people to be actively involved in not only the traditional elements of the agricultural value chain, such as production, processing, storage, transportation, and distribution, but also the non-traditional elements, such as content creation, mechanization, digitization, and apiculture. We champion this from policy to action. Sisi, newer to our ground, and let me tell you exactly how. The aim of our first model farm, launched on World Water Day in 2023 at Lodokejek Primary School in Samburu County, was to shift the mindset of young people towards agriculture. There, we are growing more than vegetables. We are nurturing minds. Today, we are so honored to be joined by the head teacher of Lodokejek, Mr. Samuel Lalai Kipiani, and we are so proud of this initiative that we started, because what we have started, they have continued and sustained. They no longer purchase vegetables in that school, but utilize their farm produce and even sell to the community. The 4K Club kids, whom we trained, have fully embraced and loved this initiative, so much so that even during the school holidays, they voluntarily tend to the farm. But Mr. Samuel will tell us the story himself. From Lodokejek Primary to Liter Primary to Kosache Primary, and from Samburu County to Elgeyo Marakwet to Asingishu, we do this not alone, but with the support of partners such as Elgon Kenya, Cape Media, Yara, Syngenta East Africa, Grecon Irrigation Systems, Fine Touch Africa, Continental Seeds, and Swahili Port Hub. Out of this, we have equipped 305 students with modern farming techniques and practical skills to promote food security within their communities. The learnings in our model farms have led us to set up our Center of Excellence in partnership with the Africa Gospel Church. Just a few months ago, together with another youth organization, Kalasik, we launched the flagship Smart Classroom, where the young people can come and practice different aspects of agriculture after theoretical learning in school. From 2025, next year, together with various partners, we will be setting up at our Center of Excellence a full apiary, state-of-the-art modern greenhouses, and vertical urban kitchen gardens. I mean, this is what we are saying when we say we want to make agriculture attractive to young people. To implement our climate mitigation and adaptation strategy, on 1st July 2024, we signed off with the Kenya Forest Service on our adoption of 202.4 hectares of Chepalungu Forest in Bomet County, which we are doing in partnership with the Community Forest Association there. From the launch on 8th October 2024, we began rehabilitating and restoring this forest by planting trees, and will eventually set up beehives as part of an alternative livelihood for that community. For sustainability, in partnership with the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, we will be establishing tree nurseries in the schools near the forest that will provide the much-needed tree seedlings to accelerate these efforts and train the primary and secondary school students and their teachers on how to manage the tree nurseries and the forest. As our contribution to the 15 billion tree campaign, we are committing to plant 10 million trees by 2032. We have embarked on this journey by planting 15,699 trees, which we have diligently documented on the Jazamiti app by KFS as part of our monitoring and evaluation. To support diversification, biodiversity, and environmental sustainability, we have donated 140 beehives to organized women and youth groups across Kenya. We especially do this during the World Desertification Day national celebrations. After donating the beehives, we conduct beekeeping trainings, and we have managed to do this to 12 plus groups, and so far purchased 1,775 kilograms of honey from communities in West Pokot, Kitui, and Uasin Gishu counties to strengthen market linkages. Some of these communities before used to sell 1 kilogram of honey at 100 shillings, and now we are buying honey from them at up to 8 times the price. I believe that is real impact. It has brought my team and I the greatest joy to traverse our great country, Kenya, be immersed in different ethnic cultures, and contribute meaningfully to the advancement of our nation. The journey has been very fulfilling, but not without its challenges. As we have had our successes and our failures, joys and tears, we have realized we are not in a 100-meter sprint, but a 42-kilometer marathon. We have done much in a little time, but I believe we could have done more, and we can do more. This is why Smach's Foundation, my firstborn, has given back to the Smach County Youth Ambassadors, whom we call SCYAs in short. We officially announced the application process on June 11, 2024, and received an overwhelming 1,699 applications that we internally carefully perused and analyzed. For efficiency, we divided ourselves into 3 tiers. Tier 1 managed to narrow down that number to 470, Tier 2 from 470 to 188, and these finally landed on my desk, and we brought it down to 82 ambassadors who are standing here with us today. It was a tedious and long process, and we did not manage to reach our goal of 94 ambassadors, that is 2 ambassadors per county. And regrettably, we had no application from Lamu County. But tumeanza, tutaendelea na tutafanya. Our SCYAs are already leaders extraordinaire in their own right. Their actions speak for themselves, and they are doing amazing work on the ground. As they come in to support our initiatives and projects in their counties, we will elevate their work to our partners and to the global stage and support them through our networks and connections. It is extremely exciting that this process is already in motion. Just this morning, 8 of our SCYAs participated in the Transforming Ecosystems for Jobs in Agriculture Through Technology and Innovation Tejati Breakfast. Our ambassadors are going to help implement the Tech Kilimo initiatives under Tejati at the grassroots level. This whole week, they have been part of a rigorous induction process, understanding the Smach's way, our vision, our mission, and they have received training and support from various organizations such as FAO, the Food and Agriculture Organizations, GOGLA, PACJA, EWACA, Vast Carbon, KISE, TYPNI, Anthill, and the Swahili Port Hub. In closing, I deeply and surely want to thank all our partners, our mentors, our families, and our friends who have supported us. When you're a young woman like me, leading other young people, trying to make a difference, it means a lot when sometimes someone takes even the little time they have to listen to your crazy ideas, give you guidance, support, and wisdom, and entrust you with their children to show them the way forward. But at Smach's Foundation, we do this not just for ourselves, not just for today, but for the younger people coming behind us. And as our slogan says, we do this for a better future. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to invite some of our partners to speak. We have Mr. Mahmoud Noor, the founder of Swahili Pot Hub, who will take the first opportunity.
I hope you can hear me. My name is Mahmoud, the Chief Mentor at Swahili Pot Hub Foundation. Today we have joined Smach Foundation and the patron of Smach Foundation, but most important, the young people, in launching or because I've been here for a whole week, doing some training, but I think officially now launching this, the program for the ambassadors. And for us as Swahili Pot Hub, I think whenever we see young people, we are always there. I'm old, I'm 50, but I think whenever I see young people trying to transform lives of their communities, as Swahili Pot Hub, we will always be there with them. Our journey with Smach Foundation is now almost 2 years, and the reason why we connected is because we share certain values with Smach Foundation, and specifically with the patron Charleen. When we met Charleen the 2 years ago, personally I observed the connection he had with the young people at Swahili Pot Hub, and these are young people from mainly Kilifi, Kwale, and Mombasa. It was genuine engagement. In fact, later on, I came to learn that from Pan Innovation Week, we had young people who are recycling and making desks from recycled equipment, from recycled plastic, and he had actually purchased and supplied this in other schools. So for us, as especially representing the coast, we actually import over 90% of the food that we consume out of the coastal region, mainly from Tanzania and other parts of the country. And I'm happy that today, out of the 6 counties, 5 counties are represented, because there is an opportunity for young people to start engaging in agricultural activities. And I'm happy that even the people that are represented here, they will showcase to the young people that actually farming has value. And I think to the young people, value is when there is some commercial interest in it. So for us as the Coast Province, we will walk this journey because we believe that in a few years we will have our own, at least we'll have food security in terms of being self-sufficient, and that is an opportunity for young people. So for the ambassadors, nafikiri tumeanza kutembea hii safari pamoja na Swahili Pot itakuwa pamoja na nyinyi, but at the same time hii ni nafasi ambayo tumepatiwa tuwe ni mabalozi wazuri, tuwe ni watu ambaye tunaonesha mfano mzuri, kwa sababu wakati huu nchi yetu inataka watu ambayo wako na ile wazungu wanaita sober mind, kwa sababu tunahitaji watu ambayo wanaleta suluhisho katika zile shida ambazo tunazo katika nchi yetu, sio watu ambayo wanazidisha zile shida. So nyinyi kama mabalozi, natumai mtakuwa ni sababu ya kuwaleta watu pamoja na pia kuwa mifano mizuri, na mfano mzuri ni wewe mwenyewe pia maisha yako ibadilike, na ni wewe mwenyewe pia mambo ambayo inafanya iwe inaambatana na maadili fulani. Na nafikiri sisi kama Swahili Pot Hub na Smach Foundation, sababu ya sisi kushirikiana pamoja ni kwa sababu tunaamini nchi hii itapelekwa mbele na vijana. 75% ya Wakenya wako chini ya miaka 35. So ni muhimu sana nyinyi kama vijana mchukue hii gurudumu kuendeleza nchi, lakini muipeleke kwa maadili, sio kwa misingi ya dini wala misingi ya kabila ama ile misingi ya kugawanya watu katika vitu tofauti tofauti. Nafikiri kwa hayo natumai nyote tutakuja kuwa host kule pwani, because tunataka pia pwani ijulikane kwa kilimo. Hatutaki kununua kila kitu kutoka kule nje. Asanteni sana.
Thank you, Mentor, for that address. We now want to invite Mr. Omwami, who has been training the young people on climate justice. He's from Pakja. Karibu.
Members of the Fourth Estate, the youths, and also all the protocols observed, together with the first daughter, I want to congratulate all of you. And first and foremost, I'm always moved by the passion that the patron of Smach has to the young people. If I bring the journey of Smach back into looking into partnership to the Pan-African Climate Justice Alliance, I remember being a time that we sat together with the executive director. We listened to the views and also the mission of Smach, and we are so much interested. And beyond whatever is happening, I want to agree that our economy, through statistics, 80% of the population stay in rural areas, and the background of our economy is based under agriculture, which only produces about 24% of the GDP that we have. The way to go is smart agriculture, and we've already seen the good efforts being done by Smach through the ambassadors in all the counties we have. I'm happy that 82 people have participated in this process through a rigorous selection process, and I anticipate the 47 counties are well covered. This comes at a timely moment that our economy needs aggressive minds, technology, and also people who have this effort. I may want to request that the Smach Foundation, together as we champion for matters of climate justice, we usually have a program of the youths under the Nairobi Summer School on Climate Justice that engages within 54 countries in Africa. From the previous idea that we had, 87 countries participated, but this time round, in 2025, may we request that this team, a better part, be represented. Secondly, as we come into the welfare of the young people, they're the people of the future generation. And as an advocacy, we do say that climate change is here with us. It is a dragon that has come to the house. We are here to fight, and as an advocacy organization that we work in 52 countries in Africa, we anticipate under the Kenya National Platform for Climate Governance, which we work in Kenya, we want to work with all the partners, we want to work with all of us so that we can be able to improve our economy to a better space that we need. As an organization, we do support smaller organizations and also the youth through a Climate Justice Impact Fund, and we equally encourage all of you that next cohort, the first cohort, the third cohort now is almost ending. The fourth cohort are receiving their funds by this December. In 2025, may the better opportunity be given to the people who are the young members of this. As we finish into this, it is not only matters of climate change and only looking into agriculture. It is all about looking at climate smart agriculture and also climate justice. Most of our people are suffering from our countries, especially women, young ladies, youths, and all categories, including the vulnerable communities. May we call all the people in whatever we do that we anticipate that whatever we do is an action of locally led that can be able to reach our communities. In the global space, yes, we advocate, and we've been able to anticipate and also position Africa as a continent of special needs and special circumstances in our recent negotiations of holding our governments accountable and also requesting that we get the new collective, the new quantified and collective goals and adaptation, which are solution to go of about 1.3 trillion US dollars. We're only able to manage about 300 million Kenyan shillings, US dollars. And we look forward that in whatever we do, let us champion for this, let us look for the opportunities, let us be real climate ambassadors. As much as said, we're the youth ambassadors at the county level, let us look beyond the county. Thank you, the patron, and thank you all members into this journey. May we work together for a future, a better future tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Omwami. Lastly, we'd like to invite Mr. Samuel Alaikipiani, who is the head teacher of Lodokejek Primary School, where we established our first model farm. Karibu.
So thank you, the members of the Fourth Estate, Patron Smach Foundation, and the Smach ambassadors. I'm privileged to join you today as one of the living testimonies of what Smach Foundation does. My school, I think I've not introduced myself. My names are Samuel Laikipiani, the head of institution, Lodokejek Primary School, which is a beneficiary and a living testimony to what Smach Foundation does. Smach Foundation joined us during the World Water Day in 2023 at Samburu. Lodokejek Primary School is found in Samburu County, at the remotest parts of Samburu County, where you don't think what Smach Foundation is doing can do well. I want to testify today, and I want to give a testimony today that Smach Foundation have touched the lives. Smach Foundation have changed the life in our school. Our school is no longer how it was before Smach Foundation joined us, and what we are doing today is marvelous. I want to encourage the patron, I want to encourage Smach Foundation that you continue with what you are doing. It is going to transform, it's going to bring a revolution in this country, it's going to do better things where you don't think it can do. That school today is producing cabbages, is producing vegetables, is producing onions. We are also doing honey. I think we are one of the beneficiaries that we are provided with 10 beehives that are already occupied. I think we will be making our first production come January. We are producing vegetables to the school, of which long ago the school has been spending money and spending funds to keep up our students. Right away, we have saved a lot through what Smach Foundation has done to our model farm, and then we are even producing surplus that is benefiting the community around, where initially they were trekking to some long distances to get vegetables. But the school is now providing the surplus vegetables, especially like as I speak here, over the holiday, the students are not there to use the vegetables, but the community around are now our customers. These have turned to provide an income generating activity to the school, of which the amount we have been spending to buy vegetables for our students have now been geared to benefiting the school, and we have done this to do climate change. We are now purchasing tree seedlings to change that school. When you go to step to that school now, I'm sure the patron, when you came, there were no trees in that school, but now we have trees as long as my height now, courtesy of what Smach Foundation have done to us. As the head teacher of the school, I want to take this opportunity to encourage the ambassadors through Smach Foundation to get up. I think if I can say, kwa Kiswahili, sasa ni jukumu ni lenu. Smach Foundation have shown you the way. It is upon you to go change back your communities around, change this country. This country needs you a lot. What Smach Foundation has done is only to show you the way. Transform the lives back at your villages. This is possible. It is possible, and it has been proven possible in Samburu County, where you might not think that this can do well. Through such experiences, these have been encouraged. And I think you have a bigger number of ambassadors back at Samburu. My students are living ambassadors right away. They are doing this at their homes. They are planting trees. They are planting cabbages. They have gained experience through education they have received through Smach Foundation. My students have been trained on how to do beekeeping, on how to do farming, and they are doing it practically at their homes. They do practically at the school farm. We have not employed people to do the school model farm. It is the 4K club that are doing that. They are planting it themselves, and they have taken knowledge back and changed their homes. Each and every member of the 4K club is doing it at their homes. Their parents are likely not even to be buying vegetables as we speak. And through that, I am sure a bigger number of the Samburu students have both the idea and have benefited and are changing lives. I'm privileged also to the Samburu ambassador, I think, is here. I think this happened coincidentally. My school is amongst the beneficiary of Smach Foundation, and your ambassador had happened to be my student. So My school is a beneficiary. Your ambassador at Samburu happened to be my student. I think we'll do it the best way. We'll collaborate together to see that the vision of the Smach Foundation has will benefit this country and will bring a revolution to all this. It's about climate change, it's about farming, it's about smart farming. I think I want to take this opportunity to encourage you and to say, let us support what Smach Foundation is doing. In the near future, I believe this country will be placed in a better position through the youth of this country, through you as ambassadors. I believe when we stand here again, possibly next year, we'll be giving living testimonies about what Smach Foundations have transformed in the lives of the Kenyans. And I think that is the reason why the Patron have started this idea. We will support you. It's an initiative that is dearly needed in this country. But back at the remotest parts of this country, I think we support it, we'll go with it. And as one of your schools, I think I have a lot to say about Smach Foundation. I will keep it for another day, but the school is daily waiting for you. We have a lot to tell, we have a lot to testify. We have planned for that. I think due to your busy schedules, I think they have given you, the community around have given you a name. I'm not going to disclose it today. It's just because of the transformation you made, that you are at your first step at Lodokejek Primary. And I am also privileged to have joined you during the launching of your firstborn. I think the Smach Foundation, I think you could have launched this at Lodokejek Primary, where it started. And generally what Smach Foundation is doing, I can tell and I can be a testimony that it has transformed life, and I am sure it is doing good work in this country. What is needed, the ambassadors of Smach Foundation, you are tasked to support the ideas and to bring the change that is needed by Smach Foundation. Otherwise, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samuel. I didn't know our partners were that passionate about what we do, so thank you to all our partners.